Halted the ship.
Red alert! All officers and crew of the UED Solaris. This is Admiral Byrne declaring an emergency. A galactic Terran attack is in progress on our Earth and lunar space-based assets. Repeat, a massive enemy assault on major installations in Earth and lunar orbit is in progress. Galactic Terran forces of the GTD Imperius battle group have overwhelmed our defences at several key positions. Our garrison at Luna has fallen, and we've lost contact with our battle line at Kansas Station. Our forces have rallied around Home Fleet HQ, and reinforcements from the 2nd Fleet are incoming. All squadrons are to prepare for launch effective immediately. All pilots report to your squadron leaders for briefing and await further orders. Solaris crew, report to battle stations. Deck personnel, refer to launch rotation schedules which will be posted at all info terminals. I want reports of battle readiness from all stations in 5 minutes. It's time for everyone to give their all for our homes and our planet. Earth's darkest hour has finally arrived.
Okay pilots, listen up. Admiral Byrne has called for a full-strength deployment. Everyone fights today. You're being deployed to Riza Station, a critical region hub and dockyard for the Home Fleet. She's come under attack by TEV forces and her garrison just made the call for reinforcements. Latest reports from the station indicate the Deimos corvette Redoubtable bombarding the station with beam fire under cover from a squadron of fighters. However, be advised that the situation is highly fluid. If the TEVs start taking losses, expect the Imperius to deploy additional fighters and bombers. They'll put as many craft into the attack as they can without depleting their own reserves and leaving their destroyers vulnerable. Because there is no TEV AWACS in the area to relay coordinates, expect bombers to jump in at a safe distance of at least 4,000 meters. What we know of the TEV Orbat suggests that you will be facing the 908th Trailblazers in an assault role, the 909th in space superiority, and the 11th Strategic Assault Squadron as the heavy hitters. Athens and Malta stations share an orbital slot with Riza. These installations handle active armor and munitions logistics for nearby dockyards. These are important assets, but compared to Riza, they're expendable. Ignore them, pilots. There's nothing you can do for them. Admiral Byrne plans to launch everything we've got that can fly, and we're shoving trainees into fighters as fast as we can find flight suits. This is it, people. This is the fight for our Federation. We lose this one, then it's game over. Our replacement pilots arrived only yesterday, and I imagine you haven't had a chance to meet them. Too late now. They'll be filling out your wings. Bree, you'll be leading Alpha Wing and handling coordination with the Solaris. Laporte, you have command of Beta Wing and any other wings that arrive. Sorry to put you in tactical command on sign, but there's no one else to do the job. Try to keep our new pilots alive. Your launch window is in 7 minutes. Get to your ships and get to them now. Laporte, listen up. Those rooks you're taking out have just barely finished their ACM training. I need you to keep them together and keep them safe. Instead of letting them engage on their own or giving them a target to defend, tell them to attack one enemy at a time, engaging as a group. Think of them as another weapon, one you aim with your orders. If Riza launches any of its own rookie wings later in the battle, feel free to give them orders as well. Your command software should auto-configure.
Fighting Navahas, ready to assist. What's your situation?
Heavily engaged. We're 2 wings down and they just keep coming.
Watch the fighters, Navahas. We'll occupy the Corvette as long as we can.
Solaris flight, Navaha Alpha. I need gunships. Target is a Deimos Corvette. Flash urgent.
Contact. Tally. Stay tight, Rooks. Listen for my target calls.
Confirmed, Navaha Alpha 1. Element of 2 strike Uriels is inbound on your position.
Pure poetry. Fuck me! Hull compromised. Hit! Attempting to eject.
And your gunship. All C. Target is detected.
Vatican, you're taking too much damage. Pull out before it's too late.
And lead you to the enemy, Reza? Not on your life. Continuing to engage.
Command, those bombers aren't enough. Need to deploy more assets.
Jump flag. Dev's just sorted a half squadron of strike bombers. No westward. Maybe they're getting caught.
It may be an attempt to short our screen. Maintain a close perimeter and don't give all the way. Flight Lieutenant Viana, please respond. Beta Wing, this is Riza Station. Please respond.
Heads up, that bomber strike isn't aimed at Riza. They're packing long-range missiles.
Find some cover if you can. Break and pump countermeasures if you can't. They'll jump clear sooner or later.
Redoubtable is no longer a factor. Omega, can you give us cover until the Solaris recalls you?
Trebuchet threat clear. Reset for short-range ACM, Navahas. Where the hell are the rest of your wings, Riza? The Tevs are gonna hit us in greater force at any minute now.
Jet crews in Hangar Bay 3 spilled live ordnance all over the place. We're delaying Delta's launch until it's clear.
Contact. Taliban. Here they come. 2 bomber groups running a pincer. We need to be fast.
Incoming jump signature. It's an AWACS wing, and they're setting up an SSM strike lane. Bombers first, then the AWACS.
Pilots nullify those AWACS as fast as possible. They're vectoring in subspace missiles from the GTD Atreus. Gamma Wing now off the deck and committed to defensive counter-air mission. Our Alpha Wing is out of action. SAR on standby.
Vatican here, moving to disrupt the AWACS strike.
Delta Wing launching. Stand by for your initial vectors, pilots. That's all we have, Navajas. You're on your own. Our hull has sustained moderate damage and we're losing pressure on our active armor. We're preparing to evacuate all civilian and non-essential personnel. Buy us time, pilots.
Hull compromised. Attempting to eject. Bank 3 low.
Riza, you're losing reactor containment! Riza! God. The Tips took the whole damn station down!
Pilots, our perimeter is critically compromised. We're pulling you out to defend against TEV bombers heading for Beijing and Hyderabad. Jump out to the Solaris immediately.
Welcome back to the Solaris, Navajas. Today was a massive... Okay, pilots, listen up.
Fighting Navajas ready to assist. What's your situation?
Heavily engaged. We're 2 wings down and they just keep coming.
Oblige the fighters, Navajas. We'll occupy the Corvette as long as we can.
Copy that, sir. Committed to...
Solaris flight, Navaja Alpha. I need gunships. Target is a Deimos Corvette. Flash urgent.
Stay tight, Rooks. Listen to my head.
Confirmed, Navaja Alpha 1. Element of 2 strike Uriels is inbound on your position.
She's all over me. Someone help me!
Major gunship. Target detected.
My shit is fucked. Call in for support.
Command, those bombers aren't done. Need to deploy more assets.
Taking too much damage. Pull out before it's too late.
And leading to the enemy, Riza? Not on your life. Continuing to engage.
Report. Goodbye. All my wingmen are down.
The redoubtable is no longer a factor. Omega, can you give us cover until the Solaris recalls you?
Dispense a barrel! Jump flash. The Tev's just sorted a half squadron of strike bombers. No escort. Maybe they're getting cocky.
It may be an attempt to draw off our screen. Maintain a close perimeter and don't be lured away.
Heads up, that bomber strike isn't aimed at Riza. They're packing long-range missiles.
Find some cover if you can. Break and pump countermeasures if you can't. He'll jump clear sooner or later.
Vienna, please respond. Beta Wing, this is Risa Station. Please respond.
Trebuchet threat clear. Reset for short-range ACM, Navahas. Where the hell are the rest of your wings, Risa? The Tevs are gonna hit us in greater force at any minute now.
Jet crews in Hangar Bay 3 spilled live ordnance all over the place. We're delaying Delta's launch until it's clear.
New contacts! Here they come. 2 bomber groups running a pincer. We need to be fast.
Gamma Wing now off the deck and committed to defensive counter-air mission.
Incoming jump signature. It's an AWACS wing, and they're setting up an SSM strike lane. Bombers first, then the AWACS.
Pilots nullify those AWACS as fast as possible. They're vectoring in subspace missiles from the GTD Atreus.
Vatican here. Moving to disrupt the AWACS strike.
Delta Wing launching. Stand by for your initial vectors, pilots. That's all we have, Navahas. You're on your own.
Fuck! Hit!
Hull has sustained moderate damage and we're losing pressure in our active armor. We're preparing to evacuate civil personnel. Where's time, pilots?
You're on the threat axis. Break clear. Break left.
Heavy damage.
All compromised. Attempting to eject.
Weapons hot. Going for the merge. Risa, you're losing reactor containment. Risa! Oh, the Tevs took the whole damn station down.
Pilots, our perimeter is critically compromised. We're pulling you out to defend against Tev bombers heading for Beijing and Hyderabad. Jump out to the Solaris immediately.
Welcome back to the Solaris, Navahas. Today was a massacre.
Red alert. All officers and...
Fighting Navahas ready to assist. What's your situation?
Heavily engaged. We're 2 wings down and they just keep coming.
Flash the fighters, Navahas. We'll occupy the Corvette as long as we can.
Solaris flight, Navaja Alpha. I need gunships. Target is the Diamond's movement. Flasher! Hostile contact. Head.
Stay tight, folks. Listen to my target calls.
Confirmed Navaja Alpha 1. Element of 2.3 is on it.
Heavy damage.
Fighting Navahas ready to assist. What's your situation?
Heavily engaged. We're 2 wings down and they just keep coming.
Flash the fighters, Navahas. We'll occupy the Corvette as long as
Solaris flight, Navaja Alpha. I need gunships. Target is the Diamond's movement. Flasher!
Stay tight, folks. Listen to my target calls.
Confirmed Navaja Alpha 1. Element of 2 strength intelligence in combat position.
Flight Lieutenant Vienna, please respond. Beta Wing, this is Risa Station. Please respond.
Command, those bombers aren't enough. Need to deploy more assets.
Jump flash! The Tev's just sorted a half squadron of strike bombers. No escort. Maybe they're getting cocky.
It may be an attempt to draw off our screen. Maintain a close perimeter and don't be lured away. The Redoubtable is no longer a factor. Omega, can you give us cover until the Solaris reports?
Heads up, that bomber strike isn't aimed at Riza. They're packing long-range missiles. Pure poetry.
Find some cover if you can. Break and pump countermeasures if you can't. They'll jump clear sooner or later.
Rearming complete, sir. You're good to go.
Our Alpha Wing is out of action. SAR on standby.
Trebuchet threat clear. Reset for short-range ACM, Navahas. Where the hell are the rest of your wings, Riza? The Tevs are gonna hit us in greater force at any minute now.
Jet crews in Hangar Bay 3 spilled live ordnance all over the place. We're delaying Delta's launch until it's clear.
Heads up, enemy strike just arrived.
Here they come. 2 bomber groups running a pincer. We need to be fast.
Gamma Wing now off the deck and committed to defensive counter-air mission.
Incoming jump signature. It's an AWACS wing, and they're setting up an SSM strike lane. Bombers first, then the AWACS.
Weapons hot.
Pilots nullify those AWACS as fast as possible. They're vectoring in subspace missiles from the GTD Atreus.
Vatican here. Moving to disrupt the AWACS strike.
Delta Wing launching. Stand by for your initial vectors, pilots. That's all we have, Navahas. You're on your own.
Heads up, bandit behind your 3-9.
Heavy damage.
Pilot, go defensive now!
Contact, Tally bandits.
Our hull has sustained moderate damage and we're losing pressure in our engine armor. We're preparing to evacuate all civilian and military personnel. Buy us time, pilots.
Forward, goodbye. All my wingmen are down.
Hull compromised.
Vatican, you're taking too much damage. Pull out before it's too late.
And leave you to the enemy, Reza? Not on your life. Continuing to engage.
Hull failure imminent.
Hunting Navahas ready to assist. What's your situation?
Heavily engaged. We're 2 wings down and they just keep coming.
Flash the fighters, Navahas. We'll occupy the Corvette as long as we can.
Solaris 1, Navahas. I need gunships. Target is a Diamond movement. Flashers!
Hostile contact.
Stay tight, Brooks. Listen for my target calls.
Confirmed Navaja Alpha 1.
Damn it!
Hull compromised. Attempting to eject.
Vatican, you're taking too much damage. Pull out before it's too late.
Leave you to the enemy, Reza? Not on your life. Continuing to engage.
Major gunship, Road C. Target is detected.
Command, those bombers aren't enough. You need to deploy more assets.
Jump flash! The Tev's just sorted a half squadron of strike bombers. No escort. Maybe they're getting caught.
Flight Lieutenant Vienna, please respond. Beta Wing, this is Risa Station. Please respond. Redoubtable is no longer a factor. Omega, can you give us cover until the Solaris recalls you?
Heads up, that bomber strike isn't aimed at Riza. They're packing long-range missiles.
It may be an attempt to draw off our screen. Maintain a close perimeter and don't be lured away.
Find some cover if you can. Break and pump countermeasures if you can't. He'll jump clear sooner or later.
Rearming complete, sir. You're good to go.
Trebuchet threat clear. Reset for short-range ACM, Navahas. Where the hell are the rest of your wings, Riza? The Tevs are gonna hit us in greater force at any minute now.
Jet crews in Hangar Bay 3 spilled live ordnance all over the place. We're delaying Delta's launch until it's clear.
New contacts! Here they come. 2 bomber groups running a pincer. We need to be fast. Roger that!
Incoming jump signature. It's an AWACS wing, and they're setting up an SSM strike link. Bombers first, then the AWACS.
Pilots, nullify those AWACS as fast as possible. They're vectoring in subspace missiles from the GTD Atreus. Gamma Wing now off the deck and committed to defensive counter-air mission.
Vatican here. Disrupt the AWACS strike.
Heads up, bandit behind your 3-9.
Heads up, enemy strike has arrived.
Sustained moderate damage and we're losing pressure at our active orbit. We're preparing to evacuate all the civilian and non-central personnel. Buy us time, pilots. Delta Wing launching. Stand by for initial vectors, pilots. So wing up, Deltas. You're on your own.
Weapons hot. Going for the merge.
Riza, you're losing reactor containment. Riza! God, no. The Tevs took the whole damn station down.
Pilots, our perimeter is critically compromised. We're pulling you out to defend against Tev bombers heading for Beijing and Hyderabad. Jump out to the Solaris immediately.
Welcome back to the Solaris, Navahas. Today was a massacre. The GTD Imperious's squadrons blitzed the entire Sol sector in a single, massive, coordinated strike.
Fighting Navahas, ready to assist. What's your situation?
Heavily engaged. We're 2 wings down and they just keep coming.
Flash the fighters, Navahas. We'll occupy the Corvette as long as we can.
Solaris 1, California. I need that. Target the Diamond Corvette. Flasher!
Heavy damage.
Fighting Navahas, ready to assist. What's your situation?
Heavily engaged. We're 2 wings down and they just keep coming.
Flash the fighters, Navahas. We'll occupy the Corvette as long as we can.
Solaris flight, Navaja Alpha. I need gunships. Target is a Deimos Corvette. Flashers!
Hostile contact.
Stay tight, Brooks. Listen to your heart.
Confirmed, Navaja Alpha 1. Element of 2 strike Uriel is inbound on your position.
Lieutenant Liana, please respond. Base break. This is Risa Station.
I need support. I'll see you in hell!
Major condition. RC. Target detected.
Command, those bombers aren't enough. Need to deploy more assets.
Taking too much damage. Pull out before it's too late.
And lead you to the enemy, Reza? Not on your life. Continuing to engage.
What? No less. Maybe they're getting cocky.
It may be an attempt to draw off our screen. Maintain a close perimeter and don't be lured away. Tactical is no longer a factor. Omega, can you give us cover until Solaris recalls it?
Heads up, that bomber strike isn't aimed at Reza. They're packing long-range missiles.
Find some cover if you can. Bring in pump countermeasures if you can't. They'll jump clear sooner or later.
I'll do my best.
Rearming complete, sir. You're good to go.
Heavy damage.
I copy, pilot. Support ship in transit.
Trebuchet threat clear. Reset for short-range ACM, Navajas. Where the hell are the rest of your wings, Reza? The Tevs are gonna hit us in greater force at any minute now.
Jet crews in Hangar Bay 3 spilled live ordnance all over the place. We're delaying Delta's launch until it's clear.
New contacts! Here they come. 2 bomber groups running a pincer. We need to be fast.
Incoming jump signature. It's an AWACS wing, and they're setting up an SSM strike lane. Bombers first, then the AWACS.
Roger.
Pilots, nullify those AWACS as fast as possible. They're vectoring in subspace missiles from the GTD Atreus. Gamma wing now off the deck and committed to defensive counter-air mission.
Vatican here. Disrupt the AWACS strike.
New contacts! Orient now!
Delta wing launching. Stand by for your initial vectors, pilots. That's all we have, Navajas. You're on your own. Hull has sustained moderate damage and we're losing pressure in our active armor. We're preparing to evacuate all civilian and non-essential personnel. Buy us time, pilots.
Roger that. Hull compromised. Attempting to eject.
Damn it!
our perimeter is critically compromised. We're pulling you out to defend against TEV bombers heading for Beijing and Hyderabad. Jump out to the Solaris immediately.
Rearming sequence aborted.
Welcome back to the Solaris, Navahus. Today was a massacre. The GTD Imperious's squadrons blitzed the entire Sol sector in a
Fighting Navahus, ready to assist.
Heavily engaged. We're 2 wings down and they just keep coming.
Watch the fighters, Navahas. Occupy the Corvette as long as we can.
Solaris flight, Navajo. I need gunships. Target is the Diamond's Corvette. Flashers.
Contact. Tally stay tight ropes. Listen to my target calls.
Confirmed Navajo Alpha 1. All objectives ready to kill in the combat position.
Engine condition. All safe. Target detected.
Command, those bombers aren't enough. You need to deploy more assets.
Roger that, sir.
Vatican, you're taking too much damage. Pull out before it's too late.
The enemy, Reza? Not on your life. Continuing to engage.
The Redoubtable is no longer a factor. Omega, can you give us cover until the Solaris recalls you?
Jump flash. The TEV's just sorted a half squadron of strike bombers. No escort. Maybe they're getting cocky.
It may be an attempt to draw off our screen. Maintain a close perimeter and don't be lured away.
Heads up, that bomber strike isn't aimed at Reza. They're packing long-range missiles.
Rearming.
Find some cover if you can. Break it from countermeasures if you can. They'll jump clear sooner or later.
Is out of action. SAR on standby.
Trebuchet threat clear. Reset for short-range ACM, Navahas.
Roger that, sir.
Where the hell are the rest of your wings, Reza? The TEVs are gonna hit us in greater force at any minute now.
Jet crews in Hangar Bay 3 spilled live ordnance all over the place. We're delaying Delta's launch until it's clear.
Here they come. 2 bomber groups running a pincer. We need to be fast.
Gamma Wing now off the deck and committed to defensive counter-air mission.
Weapons! Incoming jump signature! It's an AWACS wing, and they're setting up an SSM strike link. Bombers first, then the AWACS.
Someone help!
Pilots nullify those AWACS as fast as possible. They're vectoring in subspace missiles from the GTD Atreus.
The board is fine. All my wingmen are down.
Vatican here. Disrupt the AWACS.
Delta Wing will change standby for your initial vectors, pilots. That's all we have now, as you're on your own.
Contact. Tally bandits.
Our hull has sustained moderate damage and we're losing pressure in our active armor. We're preparing to evacuate all civilian and non-essential personnel. Buy us time, pilots.
I'm going in for guns.
Hostile contact, heads up.
Reza, you're losing reactor containment. Reza! Go. Testing to hold that station down.
Pilots, our perimeter is critically compromised. We're pulling you out to defend against TEV bombers heading for Beijing and Hyderabad. Jump out to the Solaris immediately.
Welcome back to the Solaris, Navahus. Today was a massacre. The GTD Imperious's squadrons blitzed the entire Sol sector in a
Cutting Navahus, ready to assist. What's your...
We halted the Shivan advance.
Fighting Navajas ready to assist. What's your situation?
Heavily engaged. We're 2 wings down and they just keep coming.
Oblige the fighters, Navajas. We'll occupy the Corvette as long as we can.
Solaris Flight, Navaja Alpha. I need gunships. Target is a Deimos Corvette. Flash urgent.
Contact. Tally. Stay tight, Rooks. Listen to my target calls. Hull compromised. Attempting to eject.
Command, those bombers aren't enough. You need to deploy more assets.
Is no longer a factor. Omega, can you give us cover until the Solaris recalls you?
Heads up, that bomber strike isn't aimed at Riza. They're packing long-range missiles.
Flight Lieutenant Viana, please respond. Beta Wing, this is Riza Station. Please respond.
Find some cover if you can. Break and pump countermeasures if you can't. They'll jump clear sooner or later.
Our Alpha Wing is out of action. SAR on standby.
Trebuchet threat clear. Reset for short-range ACM, Navajas. Where the hell are the rest of your wings, Riza? The Tevs are gonna hit us in greater force at any minute now.
Jet crews in Hangar Bay 3 spill live ordnance all over the place. We're delaying Delta's launch until it's clear.
Here they come. 2 bomber groups running a pincer. We need to be fast.
Gamma Wing now off the deck and committed to defensive counter-air mission.
Incoming jump signature. It's an AWACS wing, and they're setting up an SSM strike lane. Bombers first, then the AWACS.
Pilots nullify those AWACS as fast as possible. They're vectoring in subspace missiles from the GTD Atreus. Delta Wing launching, stand by, neutral vectors, pilots. That's all we have, Navigators, you're on your own.
Vatican here. Stop the AWACS strike.
Report, be advised. All my wingmen are down.
Subsystems crippled, I need...
You're off the threat axis. Break clear. Heads up, enemy strike just arrived.
Bank too low.
Fuck me! I'm hit! I'm hit!
won't keep throwing bombers at us with losses like that.
Copy that, sir. Committed to designated target. Hull compromised. Attempting to eject.
Security out of commission. That should slow down those strikes. Killian Barn out of action.
All AWACS offline, Rita. Cancel the SSM alert.
I've got the GTCV Valerie jumping in. Warbook says it's a strike corvette. Diomedes class.
This mission just gets better and better. She's deploying wings from her fighter bay.
This corvette can and will kill Riza. What are your orders, boss?
I'm going to call for backup. Stand clear of the Valerie. Solaris flight, Navajo Alpha. We have a Diomedes combatant at the Riza perimeter. Request gunship strike.
Sorry, Riza. The Tevs are pressing hard all across the sector. We have nothing. We'll pass your request to 2nd Fleet.
Looks like this is the coup de grace. We appreciate your efforts, Navas.
Oh, screw this. Where's the strategic reserve now?
Incoming jump signature. One of ours.
This is the United Earth Brigade. 2nd. Mars is responding to the Tev blitz. Deployed to take some pressure off the group. Sorry to delay Riza. We were initially scrambled to attack the Aetros, but Admiral was jumping away.
That was beautiful, sir.
Apology accepted in this. You're the most welcome thing in the world right now.
Someone help me!
Bree, my rookies are gone. I can't confirm any ejections.
Hit that Corvette before it guts the Indus. We're the gods of war, people. Show them a Martian welcome.
We've got trouble, Command. Our jump drives are still cold, and we have a Karuna on the scene. Opening up our broadside.
All surviving Riza fighters, we need to help neutralize Valerie point defenses. Target turrets and fire control.
Status check, pilots. Who made it through?
And lead you to the enemy, Riza? Not on your life. Continuing to engage.
Don't get comfortable, Earthers. They could sortie a Chimera or Bellerophon at any minute, and we'll only have seconds to take the beams out.
We gave them a bloody nose, Sims. They're not used to that. Maybe they're reprioritizing assets to other targets.
Yeah, don't count on that. Admiral Steele doesn't play by the old rules.
Stand by, pilots. We're tracking an inbound jump signature.
That's impossible. The Atreus was engaged near Luna 5 minutes ago. He can't jump like that. He'll wreck his reactor. Blow his ship's own guts out.
So it's true what they say. He's insane.
Not insane. Reckless, relentless, and lucky. He's a gentleman psychopath.
The situation is impossible, pilots. Her pulse weapons will suppress you, and the spinal beam will guzz us. Get your people out, Indus. We'll try to evacuate as many people as we can before we go down.
As much as that would benefit us, Riza Station, we're not going anywhere. We'll hold off the Atreus and buy you time.
This isn't Artemis Station, Indus. Your suicide isn't going to help anyone.
You're right, Riza. This isn't Jupiter. This is Earth, birthplace of humanity. And Admiral Steele will take this station only when it's steaming Mars red with power gunnery control. Prepare missile tubes for salvo fire. Helm, approach at full speed. I want us as close to that destroyer as possible. Forward railguns. Load Sabo and fire as you bear.
This is Briggs, all surviving Riza defenders. Form alongside the Indus and charge the Atreus. Disperta Pharaoh, you sons of bitches! We die like we live, on our bloody feet!
This is the UEFG Vikrant to the GTD Atreus. Fleet Admiral Calder of Jupiter sent us to hunt you down, Steele. Surrender your ship or be destroyed.
Vikrant, this is Admiral Steele. My compliments to Admiral Calder and my respect to your crews. If you want my surrender, you'll have to earn it.
Admiral Calder thought you played the romantic. We have no intention of walking into your abattoir, Steele. Tactical. Back the capacitors, load Sabo, and open fire.
Tell your Admiral that someday we'll dance a little dance to the end. But not today, Vikrant. Not today. My compliments on a match well played. Now take us back to Jupiter.
The Atreus has jumped! It's flat out impossible, but I'll be damned if I'm gonna protest. We made it.
We made it. We made it! We're tallying our survivors now. Indus, Vikrant, Toreador. Our heartfelt thanks. We would all be dead now if not for your timely arrival.
It was our duty and deserves no thanks, Riza. But Steele still evades us. We will have our revenge for Jupiter.
Are you still in one piece, Laporte?
Shit. My hands are shaking. I can never tell if I'm afraid or exhilarated. Especially not afterwards.
Is that Laporte? From the Meridian mission? You're still alive? I'm impressed.
I muddle by despite myself, sir. Do you always make such a stunning entrance?
Only for you, Laporte. It seems you're quite a pilot. You're well on your way to a spot on the All-Fleet leaderboard, if reports are to be believed.
So your friend Ingmei mentioned me. Guess I haven't been the only one checking out FleetNet profiles, have I, sir?
It's strictly professional interest, Laporte. I'm 2nd Fleet Mars, you're Terran. Besides, you've still got that rookie timer on your shoulder. Tick, tick, dead.
Laporte, it amazes me how much your personality regresses after combat.
Combat high, Uncle Manuel. I'm just ecstatic that we won today. If we keep pulling off victories like this...
Victory? Laporte, check the Fleet General Tactical Net.
Can anyone confirm that the sub shipyards are gone? Does someone have a visual? There must be surviving fighters.
Hydra Station reports vampires 6 by 20. Knives out, spades out. Vampires 5 by 20, 10 seconds. Foaming. Vampires 5 seconds. This is Hydra Station, signing off.
Continuing to triage casualties. We just got over 500 with radiation sickness from Helios detonations. 24 drowned in their own vomit during the EVA transfer.
Advisory, advisory. Debris shell coming off Hydura's orbital slot. Advise Brazil Shelter Command that they'll have inbound later today.
My God.
Navajez, you've been recalled to the Solaris. Vikront, Toreador, you're needed at Luna to handle a hunter-killer group. Indus, you'll remain on station here in case of TEV follow-up raids.
Understood, Riza. Farewell, Laporte. I'm sure we'll run into each other again in the future. It's an increasingly small fleet, after all.
Welcome back to the Solaris, Navajez, those of you who survived. Today was a massacre. The GTD Imperius's squadrons blitzed the entire Sol sector in a single, massive, coordinated strike. We lost 5 warships, including a frigate, and nearly 60 orbital installations. Our shipyards, munitions depots, orbital foundries, rally points, workup stations, fuel and reactor booms, and navigational infrastructure have been decimated. Analysts suggest it'll take 5 years to fully repair the damage. 20 minutes into the assault, the Martian Second Fleet responded en masse, striking against the Imperius's deployed forces as well as TEV rear areas around Jupiter. Thanks to Admiral Natroba's swift intervention, we were able to preserve our truly critical installations and retain our basic warfighting abilities. We will fight on. Your defense of Riza was a key element of that resistance. The TEVs never sent a truly crushing force, but thanks to your skill and careful deployment of the Third Fleet's 2 surviving artillery ships, you held Riza. It will keep our ships armed, fueled and repaired for months to come. The UEC Vatican is already moored at Riza, undergoing a workover. The Imperius has withdrawn to Delta Serpentis to restock its squadrons. We have earned ourselves some breathing room, but at a price. As you can see from the empty seats, the Navajez took 70% casualties today. The squadron is being disbanded and our surviving pilots transferred. It has truly been an honor to serve as your commander. We will fly our final sortie tomorrow.
How the hell did this happen? I have been warning you since before the fall of Europa that Steele is the most dangerous commander the TEVs have. He is not going to dick around conserving resources and fighting an inexorable attritive war like Severanti. He wants this war over. He hates the waste of life almost as much as he loves the chance to fight. I told you he'd go for the throne. Now we're looking at logistical collapse within the year, unless we cut our fleet in half. If that doesn't happen on its own. On top of that, Byrne continues to insist on diverting critical supplies to his damn priority operation. You should have given me your ships when I needed them, Byrne. Not squandered the home fleet defending the Elder's mysterious project. If we do not break out of our defensive rut, within 3 months, we are all going to answer for it at the gallows.
Hello, Noemi. I ran into Kasim last night. He was in his civvies in the rec room. I asked him where he had been the past couple of days. He said he was heading back to Earth. He wasn't going to take any more part in this war. It turns out he missed the squadron briefing when the Tevs attacked Earth. Captain Telfer eventually found him in his bunk, up to his ears in rocket fuel. He got an immediate court-martial. He was determined psychologically unfit to continue in the Navy. He leaves for Earth tomorrow, and they're setting him up in a government center for some spiritual therapy. It's sad that the Navajos are being broken up, but to lose Kasim as well makes it all that much more difficult. He had the manners of a hog in heat, and half the charm, but he was a good pilot, a reliable friend. Like Captain Telfer said, though, this is war. War doesn't stop for anyone. It is a machine that carries on without us, and we either continue on with it, or we die. Let me tell you something that I always told your parents. No matter what life throws at us, we always have a choice in how we receive it. Most of us aren't born great. It's a conscious decision that we make at some point in our lives that propels us to do great things. You're still at the beginning of your adult life, but the choices you've made in this war have shown me that you are quite capable of determining your own destiny. It is therefore with no fear that I'll let you go into the unknown by yourself, without me to guide you. I'm going to Riza Station to help out with the training of new pilots. I've been flying Navy birds for more than 20 years, and this is probably the most useful thing I can do in this war. My reactions aren't what they were 15, 20 years ago, and the front is no place for a person like me. Who would have thought, Laporte, that out of the three of us, you'd be the only one of us moving forward, not back. I'll send you a message when I get a spare moment. With love, your Uncle Manuel.
Morning, Fighting Navajos. This will be a last sortie before everyone goes to their new postings, so let's make this a good one, right? Here's the situation. About 15 minutes ago, we received an automated distress call from one of our cruisers, the Dea Ecornis. She was transferring some non-essential materials from Mars to Earth and serving as a base and rally point for local patrols. We can't establish communications with the cruiser, so we've assumed that she must have fallen under some distress. Admiral Byrne has ordered us to send a wing to investigate the fate of the Ecornis. This is not a recon mission. We suspect enemy action to be the cause of the cruiser's distress. GTVA forces have withdrawn from regional space after the Second Fleet's maneuvers, but we've detected some remnants that haven't joined up with the Tev fleet at Europa. This could be a retaliatory action. We need you to proceed with caution and be ready for a fight as soon as you enter the area. Beta Wing will serve as backup. Because of Bree's departure, you'll be taking Alpha Wing, Laporte. Your recent action at Riza Station has proven that you've got the capability for field leadership. I've already made a statement in your FleetNet record for your next squadron leader. Do us proud, Sub-Lieutenant.
Hey, Laporte, it's Benito. Cameron's checking something with the deck crew. Hey, when we get back, let's take a few minutes to remember the Navajos, alright? Captain Telfer could use a little cheering up. Congratulations on your promotion, too. You deserve it. You're handling all this better than most of us.
Dea Ecornis in sight. She's adrift and under fire from Tev skirmishers. Finn, Cameron, let's get in there.
Only 5 of them. We can do this. We've handled worse.
Zero, we've got a problem. 3 Ulans, 280 high. They pinchered us and gone buster.
So much for quick and clean, huh? We're not leaving without him. Let's do some sanitizing.
Roger that. Rabbit, dishes, knock it off. Shackle to me, fangs out for ATM attack. Press. Let's grease these Ubuntu and all the friends they bring.
Can we take these guys?
I can. Try to keep up. Alpha 1, Fox 2.
I'm using hand-in. Wait! I can't.
City. City. It's not a bad way for an old man.
Everyone make it? Beautiful flying, people. Those Tevs were good, and we were better. Dear Iconis, this is Alpha 1 of the Fighting Navahas, UED Solaris. We've destroyed the Tev skirmishers. What's your status?
Good to see you, pilot. We were jumped by GTVA fighters during the navigational adjustment. They targeted both our weapons and engines. We're guessing they were planning on bringing Marines aboard us.
Are you carrying anything important, Iconis? Information and space oscillators, maybe? The freighter Nauticus was hit by Geths recently in a similar situation.
Nothing like that. Marines, some prisoners who surrendered during the Earth sector hits, a transfer crew, water and ammunition.
Well, they must have a transport nearby waiting for their fighters to finish off your weapons. We need to get reinforcements here pronto. Let me signal the Solaris. Solaris, this is Laporte. The Dia Iconis is secured. She's been disabled, and we suspect the Tevs have a marine team nearby standing by to board. Requesting reinforcements and a repair crew.
Roger that, Laporte. We're firing up a fast response team and the rest of the Navahas. On station in 2 minutes.
Captain Cull here. I don't like this pilot. There's something off about this operation. Too few fighters for the Tev struck.
Yeah, I'm getting the same feeling. The fighters attacking you weren't using normal Tev tactical comms. As if they wanted to stay off their own net.
Looks like the marine transport you're expecting, pilot. Watch the escort. Fire Team Alpha, scramble to the ventral airlock and deploy claymores.
This is Commander Kai Shavel. We do not intend to engage your ships. Stand down and allow us to board peacefully. No one has to die here.
That's a negative. This is a combat zone and ROE holds. I cannot allow your ships near my charge.
You've got a choice here, pilot. You can stand aside and save a lot of lives, including your own. Or you can make things difficult. Think hard about your decision.
No. If you have a diplomatic request, then go through diplomatic channels, but you don't get to make demands at gunpoint. And I cannot permit an unknown hostile with a dubious story to board this ship.
Alright, so be it. You're the one who killed Sinian Zero, and I'm not going to have any regrets.
Fuck! 3 defensive!
Take 1 low.
Captain, nothing more. Lay down what you noticed to
Tank 1 empty.
Hang on a little longer. Pick your targets, open racks and engage.
Good to see you, Beta.
Captain, we did our best. We did our damn best.
Laporte! Laporte! Help me! Help me!
not an awful send-off. We shot them, didn't we? Shot down their very best.
Yeah, I guess.
You sound cracked out of your mind, Laporte. Is this one of those famous combat highs of yours?
Our Marines are standing down. We still have no idea why those Tevs wanted to board us so badly. Mosaic, your engineers may begin repairs as soon as they're comfortably aboard.
Pilots, can you take escort on the Dia Iconis? I'm gonna head back to the Solaris. Clear my head. Get some rest.
Sure, Laporte. What, getting tired of killing Tevs? We heard you're a real butcher out at Riza.
I'm fine, just dangerously close to thinking about what I just did.
Welcome back to the Solaris, Laporte. We don't have a briefing room anymore, so we're going to do this over coffee. Cream, Sub-Lieutenant? I'm sorry about your wingmen. Those are going to be tough letters to write. The Tevs you ran into today were genuine badasses, some of them former SOC. Okay. I have no more idea than you do why the Tevs were so eager to board the Dia Iconis. Their strike was undersupported and desperate. The ships you engaged were from the 41st Bengals off the GTD Imperius. They should have been in Delta Serpentis with their base ship. Our best theory at the moment concerns one of the prisoners the Dia Iconis was transporting. Captain Esmar Al-Fadil of the 41st Bengals surrendered himself to UEF custody during a failed attack on the Jakarta station dockyards. So far as we can tell, members of his squadron went rogue in order to rescue him from what they perceived as a fate worse than death. It's hard for me to think about, I'll admit. Ubuntu taught us all never to treat a human being as a thing, but if we're going to go out there and kill them, we can't know things like this. Things like how much these pilots loved their commander. I know I couldn't pull the trigger if I had to think about it. Never mind. Laporte, you look shaky as hell. You should get some rack time.
For the attention of Sub-Lieutenant Laporte. Welcome to your new home, Sub-Lieutenant Laporte. I'm Captain Sorensen, and I'm proud to call the Indus mine. I'm glad that you made the decision to join up with my ship and crew. I'm also aware that you come with high recommendations from Captain Telfer, so I know that you will serve this ship with distinction and valor. In the wake of Steele's massive raid against Earth, GTVA forces have largely withdrawn to Jupiter Sector to resupply and regroup. Raids against Earth Sector continue, but for the most part, Second Fleet is under only limited strategic pressure. Fleet Admiral Natreba is in conference with Fleet Admiral Calder of the Jovian Rim Fleet survivors. By all indications, it looks like some major operation is about to commence. I'll leave you under the care of your squadron leader. I believe you two have met?
Sims here. We've been introduced before. Welcome to the Indus. I'm sorry I wasn't on deck to see you in. I read over your jacket. You're clearly a skilled pilot, if still a little green. I need that talent to rebuild this squadron. I want to make it clear that things operate differently here in 2 Fleet. The Martian military has a reputation for rowdiness and vivacious behavior. This reputation is well earned, but it doesn't mean you can be insubordinate without consequence. It's esprit de corps, not poor discipline, that keeps 2 Fleet running. There are only a few veteran pilots left on the Indus, so don't worry if we don't go crazy over the arrival of you and your fellow replacements. We're at the front lines. We've seen a lot of faces come and go. Don't expect a shiny badge or a badass squadron name. We're out here to do our jobs, not to fly air shows. Welcome aboard.
Hey, Laporte. I just got word of your transfer to the Indus. You may remember me from the Nauticus incident. I'm de facto squadron leader aboard the Yangtze, since our CAG is a psychological casualty. Lorna Sims and I go way back. Admiral Natraba is about to select forces for a big joint operation against the GTVA. 2 months ago, the Indus was the best frigate in 2 Fleet, and Lorna Sims was a rising star. She got that job because 5 officers before her couldn't handle it. But the last few weeks have really wrecked her. The Indus Air Wing has been running a 400% casualty rate. Sims and Flight Lieutenant Levi are about the only 2 left from the original squadron. Replacements show up and die almost daily. Word has it that Lorna doesn't give her pilots call signs anymore, just numbers. The crew chief says she's banned the flight deck from painting names on their ships. I think all the new pilots have turned into one long red blur for her. Worse, I think she prefers it that way, and all those rooks can tell. It's killing morale. I want the Indus flying alongside the Yangtze if we do go for a big strike, and I want her pilots eager to follow their captain. But Admiral Natraba will never choose a sick ship for his new task force. Do me a favor. See if you can shake Sims up. I've attached a personality profile that might help you out. I hope you get a chance to review it. Cordially yours, Karen Ingmay.
Yo, Laporte, out of the bunk, into the hole, let's go, let's go! I hear you and the other new transfers have been bitching about the lack of training sorties. I get that. I mean, if I didn't know this ship flew a couple dozen sorties a day off a slot deck, overworking a deck crew that gets 4-hour sleep shifts and hasn't had a leave day in almost 9 weeks, I'd be bitching for more flight time too. And I just assume you don't know all that. Anyway, today's your lucky day, Laporte. I'm taking you out for some hands-on time with your Kenteroy. Get used to the cockpit, the new avionics, all that. Sound good? I already had the deck fit out your Kenteroy with weapons packages. We'll jump out, putter around, and come back. It'll give you a chance to get a feel for the Interceptor and its weapons. The Yangtze is handling a Jump 5 alert for this sector, so if anything goes wrong, expect Flight Lieutenant Ingmay and her wingman to come charging to the rescue as usual. I know you've had a couple discipline problems in the past. Your record says your last wing leader was your uncle, of all people. Consider this a chance to impress me with those earthborn manners of yours, alright? Let's go.
Your goal is to jolt Captain Sims out of her guilt-fueled death spiral. In my experience, Sims responds well to confidence and plain talk, but if you're too by the book, she'll just ignore you. If you can demonstrate intelligence or experience, she'll listen. But failing that, she does some of her best thinking when angry. Just don't patronize or disrespect her or her abilities. And while she responds to honest emotion, don't get too empathetic. She hates that. If you criticize her professionally, not personally. The worst thing you can do is convince her you're an idiot. She'll tolerate a surprising amount of insubordination as long as it's going somewhere. Once you've raised the topic, don't back down.
Indus Control, this is Alpha 1, outbound for a training run. Pass my regards to Captain Sorensen. And don't get into any trouble while I'm away, alright?
Roger that, Lorna. Traffic out there is light today. Steele must be resting his crews. The net does have a few intermittent contacts, so be careful with the Cubs.
Your ship's slave to mine for the moment, Rook. Get ready to jump. Alright, Rook. Welcome to the Block 2 Mod 1 Kenteroy. You're that ship's brand new throttle stick interconnect, so treat her well.
She's a beauty. Stroke the stick and she jumps like a twitchy colt.
Jink around. Get a feel for her. Don't forget to kick in the reverse thrust. We use that for saber dancing. You've even got reverse afterburners. Put the throttle in reverse and kick the burners to try them out.
I like the ship. Marks a nice symbolic break from First Fleet, don't you think, sir?
Your transfer request made it quite specific that you had some problems with First Fleet. Is Second Fleet living up to your expectations, Sub-Lieutenant?
I have high hopes for my time in Second Fleet, sir. If all goes well, I'm hoping to hit back against the Tevs. Maybe make a real difference in this war.
Don't get your hopes up, Sub-Lieutenant. I've heard those same words from a lot of lips.
I heard that kind of fatalistic talk in First Fleet, sir, but I didn't expect it from you. Have conditions changed aboard the Indus since you intervened at Riza?
We've lost a lot of pilots over the last few weeks. It's not a topic appropriate for this sortie. Focus on your instruments, pilot. Alright, pilot, let's wrap this sortie up. Get a feel for the ship and let me know if you have any special requests.
Sir, I have serious concerns about morale aboard the Indus. The other rookies believe you're holding them at arm's length because you expect them all to die.
Laporte, in case it somehow wasn't clear, this is a military unit, and you will behave like a flight officer. You are not in charge of rookie morale.
This is urgent, sir. If you don't seriously reconsider your attitude towards your new pilots, you're gonna push the Indus's casualty rate up towards 500%.
You know what? You're really pissing me off, Laporte. You act like discipline is just a set of guidelines. You lecture me about command attitude. Did your uncle treat you like some kind of princess? Is that the problem?
You know what pisses me off, sir? Waste. You've lost so many pilots that the only way you think you can survive is by detaching yourself. Well, we can all tell you're resigned to our deaths. And that kills people.
Oh, for fuck's sake, Sub-Lieutenant, go on. Tell me how you really feel.
Does every captain in Second Fleet run her squadron like an assembly line for faceless cannon fodder? You don't even learn most of the new pilots' names.
Whoa, whoa, knock it off. Jump flash, tally bandits, 2x2, 12 clicks. Nix. Gunship killers. An Aurora must have tracked our jump and vectored them in. We're in trouble.
4-2, and they're Wolfpack pilots. As good as us, probably. I thought I'd seen the worst with those SOC pilots.
Stay frosty, Tube. It's gonna take too long to recharge and get a nav fix, so I'm gonna call for backup. You've handled worse.
1. Last time I did this, I was flying with wingmates I knew in a ship that fit like a glove.
Stay calm, 2, and do exactly what I say. Forget going for kills. Just evade, evade, evade. I'm going to grab 2 of them and keep them occupied until backup arrives. If you need cover at any point, just yell.
Weapons failure.
Sims, I'm getting red lights under Master Wet Act Av, and my triggers are locked up. Alpha 2, Fox 2.
They gave you that bird? Gods. Okay, Laporte, stay loose. You've got a rapier feed problem with the safety limit overboard. I need you to select AVAC, bus, and then Psycho Module 1. Laporte, if you call Fox every time you shoot an aspect missile, I'm gonna frag you myself.
Done. I've got primaries back.
Alright, get the Timtail warning coming out.
1. They're all over me. I need help.
Lorna is behind. Just got your call. On our way.
Rest easy in the strokes. These 2 sloppy little legs. Gunship killer's my ass.
Raids like this have been going on all month. Their Auroras slip in, track your jumps, and call in the Nyx. You were courting danger going out like this, Sims.
Check it out, Karen. I kept a Rook alive through her first mission. Reminds me of our first time out together.
Lorna, I cannot quite tell if you're kidding or not, but I'm sure Laporte here appreciates the effort. That's 2 you owe me, Earther. 1 here, 1 for the Nauticus.
I tried to pass your suggestion on, Flight Lieutenant Ingmei. Apparently 2 Fleet isn't as informal as suggested.
Your suggestion? Why don't you come to me directly next time you've got a problem with my command style, Flight Lieutenant Ingmei? Instead of throwing sock puppets my way.
The Indus needs to solve her own problems if she's going to be picked for this big op. I want you flying with us, Lorna. Besides, the Yangtze's got trouble enough of its own for me to handle.
Yeah, well, I'll keep it in mind. Maybe show the newcomers a little love. With luck, this batch will stick around longer than the last.
Great. Always happy to play go-between for the Second Fleet's alpha females. Captain Sims, if this was a first date, you got a poor choice of venue.
This better not turn into some kind of running joke report. Natriba cracks down on chain of command romances like a gorilla's hammer, and I'm on thin ice as it is with the casualty rate.
Romances? Can you hear that, Karen? Forbidden love is in the air.
Great. My job security is in the hands of a First Fleet transfer, a notorious gossip, and the Federation's only spacefaring pig. Laporte, let's get back to the Indus before he builds up any more steam.
Take care, you two. Watch the beams.
Laporte, get your skinny ass out of that cockpit. I'm debriefing in the locker room. Yeah, okay, I'm not gonna close down our briefing closet for a 2-pilot debrief. Lieutenant Levi's in there showing off his ACM footage anyway. Get that zipper for me? Thanks. Okay. We did good out there. Didn't lose anyone. Burnt some fuel. Rattled some Tev raiders. Good for morale. You can fly. I like that. Need good flyers for our next big op. Look. I appreciate the pointers about my command attitude. You're getting the hang of the Martian style, and what's more, you're probably right. I'm sick of making new friends and then losing them. But these guys need a leader. But keep in mind, rank matters. Even in 2 Fleet. One more outburst like that, whether Karen's behind it or not, and you'll be in the brig for insubordination. Granted, it'll only last about 10 minutes because I'll need you to fill out the roster, but yeah, okay, you get it. You like the Kenteroy? Yeah, thought so. That afterburner. Wham! Beautiful kick. Beta Wing chased off an Aurora shadowing us. He must have traced our jump out and passed it to those Nyx. Steele puts the pressure on every damn inch of the fleet, and we're not even his primary goal. Right. Look. One more thing. I'm pretty flattered by your attentions. But we've got to sort something out. Don't get me wrong. I'll tumble a pilot off another ship as fast as the next woman. But in the same squadron, that's a no-go. So, I'm afraid you're getting shot down at least once today, Laporte. No more schoolgirl flirt after missions. Towel. Nice. Okay. Laporte, you keep all that shit straight. I'll get in real tight with the new pilots. We got ourselves a squadron and a ship. Nice doing business.
To the officers and crew of the United Earth frigate Indus. At 0750 today, Admiral Natreba passed a coded directive to elements of Second Fleet. In a break from Byrne's doctrine of defensive war, Calder and Natreba have finalized their plans for the creation of an elite strategic unit. The objective of this task force will be to undertake risky offensive operations against the GTVA war machine. The Admirals hope to derail Admiral Steele's plan for a crushing attack on Earth by year's end. The Altanord and Katana, 2 surviving frigates of Calder's 3rd Fleet, will join this task force. From 2nd Fleet, Natreba has selected the Yangtze and the Indus. I am proud of each and every one of you. Our ship has earned this honor, and she will continue to do so with every mission she and her pilots complete. Hope lives on. I will provide details of our first mission, the oft-rumored Big Op, in the days to come. For now, stand to your duties with the utmost vigilance.
Hey, Laporte. Maybe you should pick better war cries to make fun of. Apparently the Yangtze pilots are calling our task force the War Gods after a certain Indus captain's morale-boosting battle shout par excellence. I'll bet you Jump 5 shift it's gonna catch on.
To the officers of 2nd Fleet Mars, this is a monthly high-level update. The strategic situation is this. The GTD Imperius has withdrawn to Delta Serpentis to replenish its squadrons after spearheading the Blitz against Earth. This leaves the GTD Atreus, the GTD Carthage, and the GTD Hood in system, conducting flight operations. In spite of his public statements, Steele is currently building up assets for his planned coup de main. In order to prevent our 3 flights from striking, he has deployed the GTD Hood squadrons to conduct constant raids against military targets in Earth sector. The pressure is intense, and 1st Fleet refuses to give up any assets for non-defensive operations. Steele has also launched a series of aggressive attacks against 2nd and 3rd Fleet assets in Mars sector. In the past few days, we have lost 2 training squadrons and 6 supply depots, including 48 uncrewed Israel assault fighters awaiting deployment. We cannot regain any strategic momentum under these conditions. Unlike the attacks on Earth, we are unable to determine the origin of these raids. Subspace vectoring is inconclusive, and we have yet to detect a consistent origin point. Operations are underway to counter this threat and put us back on the attack. In spite of the stance of our honored elders and Admiral Byrne, Calder and I have concluded that some offensive operations are necessary to prevent our total defeat. Thank you all for your loyalty and steadfast devotion. We will persevere. Admiral Kyle Netreba, UED Eris, 2nd Fleet, Mars.
Eyes and ears, people. We finally received the go-ahead for the Big Op. We're gonna strike a major blow at the GTVA. Our strategic objective is to gain the 2nd and 3rd Fleets a respite from the constant raids so they can hit back and take some pressure off Earth. Our tactical objective is the capture and retrieval of the Agincourt, an Anemoy-class logistics vessel. There are only 2 of these ships in system, designed as mobile resupply platforms capable of field repairing a destroyer or servicing an entire battle group for months. These ships are packed with sophisticated technology, and therefore, incredibly valuable. The Agincourt is the key to the constant, unpredictable TEV raids on Mars. Instead of jumping back to Jupiter to rearm and refuel, GTVA strike craft and warships rendezvous with the Agincourt as it jumps around the system, moving above and below the plane of the ecliptic. The Agincourt tops ships off with fresh armor, subsystem repairs, and ordnance, then sends them back in. Now, as those of you who got through tactical know, the Agincourt is just as close as Jupiter, 5 minutes away by subspace. The advantage to a mobile rally point is that we can't easily predict the source of the raids and track them to their target via subspace vectoring. This is how they keep blindsiding us. We can't tell when they're coming, and we can't hit back. That ends now. The Agincourt travels under total comm silence, escorted by the cruisers Alyssa and Utica and the corvette Siren. All of these ships are frontline combatants armed with pulse weapons and multiple AAA beams. They're supplemented by a well-rested, well-supplied fighter squadron. We have obtained the Agincourt's jump schedule from a source inside the GTVA. In 3 hours, the Alton Ord and Katana will raid TEV assets around Jupiter, drawing off their forces and attention. Our strike package inserts 10 minutes later. The Yangtze and Indus will jump to the Agincourt as it completes a scheduled hop, blanket the area in jamming so it can't send a distress signal, and neutralize the escort. We will provide fighter cover and precision strike support for the frigates. Once the escort has been neutralized, we will disable the Agincourt, then sortie the Guar with an elite CQB Havbo assault team aboard. This team will capture the Agincourt, killing the crew if necessary.
We will have 10 minutes to carry this out before the Agincourt recharges her drive, plots a fix for Artemis Station, and jumps out. Additionally, if either the Indus or Yangtze is lost, our jamming will be compromised and we will immediately abort. We will then extract the captured Agincourt and all its supplies directly to Earth. If the drives are too badly damaged for a field repair, we will move the ship out via a nearby inter-system gate about a week's travel away. As long as we get the logistics ship clear of the engagement area quickly, the Tev should have trouble locating it, if we're in the dark. We will fly alongside our fellow Yangtze war gods. Alpha Wing, under me, will fly Kentaroy interceptors. Laporte, you'll take my wing. Beta Wing, off the Yangtze and under Flight Lieutenant Ing Mei, will also fly Kent's. We'll handle beam disarmament and the destruction of the GTVA escort. I strongly suggest that some of you pack paveway bombs and scalpel disruptors. Gamma Wing will pilot gunships and perform heavy suppression and torpedo attacks on the cruisers. One more thing. We are jamming transmissions out of this area, but if the Tevs see a huge amount of subspace traffic towards the Agincourt, and one of their wandering auroras may vector us, then we'll be tumbled. So no reinforcements. No frigates jumping in to back us up. We do this alone. Right, war gods, we are an experiment without much political support amongst the Elders or First Fleet. If we prove our worth here, that's the first step towards bigger things. Maybe even victory. Let's go prove that there's still some hope for our Federation.
War gods, Indus Tactical. The strike package is on station and our jamming is up. Got about 5 minutes before the Agincourt jumps.
We've been running anti-frontages in the Indus for 10 years. Drag the hostiles to our guns and we'll do the rest.
Ladies, gentlemen, represent our target, the proverbial barn door. Try not to miss it.
Tune me this now. When in the last 50 years did the human race start building Orion-sized freighters?
They have a thing for oversized, sensational warships. They're Colossus and all. I guess they never learned from the Galatean Legion.
It's a cold, angry universe out there. Maybe they need big ships to feel safe.
Well, they're not safe as long as we're around. Am I right, war gods?
I'm right with you, boss. I'm feeling undisciplined, uneducated, and decidedly unsafe.
Speaking of safe, weapons free, pilots. Lorna, I'm taking Beta to banzai their fighters.
Copy, Karen. Cider, Warbird, let's pave away those beams. Laporte, help us out or run a floating cover. Your call.
War gods, the siren is closing in. Those spinal beams have Captain Sorensen worried. Do the old man a favor.
Way ahead of you in this pack. Hey, watch the black marker between those cruisers, everyone. You might skin your knees. Principal Sims is all out of iodine.
Principal Sims? Seriously? That's the dumbest.
Bank 1
Shut up and shoot.
Bank 1 empty.
Dude, where the hell are you?
Well done, pilots. The siren is defanged. Proceeding with planned engagement.
Cruisers, siren actual. I've lost main beams and I'm rigging to engage the gun. Heavy damage. Complete your volleys and move to screening formation.
I need scab and sealant.
Hull failure imminent.
Ejecting.
War gods, Indus Tactical. The strike package is on station and our jamming is up. Got about 5 minutes before the Agincourt jumps.
We've been running anti-frontages in the Indus for 10 years. Drag the hostiles to our guns and we'll do the rest.
Ladies, gentlemen, represent our target, the proverbial barn door. Try not to miss it.
Tune me this now. When in the last 50 years did the human race start building Orion-sized freighters?
They have a thing for oversized, sensational warships. They're Colossus and all. I guess they never learned from the Galatean Legion.
It's a cold, angry universe out there. Maybe they need big ships to feel safe.
Well, they're not safe as long as we're around. Am I right, War Gods?
I'm right with you, boss. I'm feeling undisciplined, uneducated, and decidedly unsafe.
Speaking of safe, weapons free, pilots. Lorna, I'm taking Beta to banzai their fighters.
Copy, Karen. Cider, Warbird, let's pave away those beams. Laporte, help us out or run a floating cover. Your call.
War Gods, the siren is closing in. Those spinal beams have Captain Sorensen worried. Do the old man a favor.
Hey, watch the flying target between those cruisers, everyone. Like skinny beams. That's for sense all I know.
Seriously? That's the dumbest.
Shut up and shoot, Laporte.
Heavy damage. Hull failure imminent.
War Gods, it is tactical. The strike package is on station and our jamming is up. Got about 5 minutes before the Agincourt jumps.
We've been running anti-particles in the Indus for 10 years. Drag the hostiles to our guns and we'll do the rest.
Ladies, gentlemen, represent our target, the proverbial barn door. Try not to miss it.
Tune me this now. When in the last 50 years did the human race start building Orion-sized freighters?
They have a thing for oversized, sensational warships. They're Colossus and all. I guess they never learned from the Galatean Legion.
It's a cold, angry universe out there. Maybe they need big ships to feel safe.
Well, they're not safe as long as we're around. Am I right, War Gods?
I'm right with you, boss. I'm feeling undisciplined, uneducated, and decidedly unsafe.
Speaking of safe, weapons free, pilots. Lorna, I'm taking Beta to banzai their fighters.
Copy, Karen. Cider, Warbird, let's pave away those beams. Laporte, help us out or run a floating cover. Your call.
War Gods, the siren is closing in. Those spinal beams have Captain Sorensen worried. Do the old man a favor.
Way ahead of you with this tack. Hey, watch the flying target between those cruisers, everyone. You might skin your knees, and Principal Sims is all out of iodine.
Oh, bugger me.
Principal Sims? Seriously? That's the dumbest.
Shut up and shoot, Laporte.
Bank 1 low. Bank 1 empty.
What about the ejecting?
Well done, pilots. The siren is defective.
Receive heavy damage.
War Gods, it is tactical. The strike package is on station and our jamming is up. Got about 5 minutes before the Agincourt jumps.
We've been running anti-particles in the Indus for 10 years. Drag the hostiles to our guns and we'll do the rest.
Ladies, gentlemen, represent our target, the proverbial barn door. Try not to miss it.
Tune me this now. When in the last 50 years did the human race start building Orion-sized freighters?
They have a thing for oversized, sensational warships. They're Colossus and all. I guess they never learned from the Galatean Legion.
It's
cold, angry universe out there. Maybe they need big ships to feel safe.
Well, they're not safe as long as we're around. Am I right, War Gods?
I'm right with you, boss. I'm feeling undisciplined, uneducated, and decidedly unsafe.
Speaking of safe, weapons free, pilots. Lorna, I'm taking Beta to banzai their fighters.
Copy, Karen. Cider, Warbird, let's pave away those beams. Laporte, help us out or run a floating cover. Your call.
War Gods, the siren is closing in. Those spinal beams have Captain Sorensen worried. Do the old man a favor.
Way ahead of you with this tack. Hey, watch the flak pocket between those cruisers, everyone. You might skin your knees, and Principal Sims is all out of iodine.
Principal Sims? Seriously? That's the dumbest.
Shut up and shoot, Laporte.
Bank 1 low. Bank 1 empty. Heavy damage.
War Gods, Indus Tactical. The strike package is on station and our jamming is up. Got about 5 minutes before the Agincourt jumps.
We've been running anti-frontages for the Indus for 10 years. Drag the hostiles to our guns and we'll do the rest.
Ladies, gentlemen, can I present our target? The proverbial barn door. Try not to miss it.
Tune me this now. When in the last 50 years did the human race start building Orion-sized freighters?
They have a thing for oversized, sensational warships. They're Colossus and all. I guess they never learned from the Galatean Legion.
It's a cold, angry universe out there. Maybe they need big ships to feel safe.
Well, they're not safe as long as we're around. Am I right, War Gods?
I'm right with you, boss. I'm feeling undisciplined, uneducated, and decidedly unsafe.
Speaking of safe, weapons free, pilots. Lorna, I'm taking Beta to banzai their fighters.
Copy, Karen. Cider, Warbird, let's pave away those beams. Laporte, help us out or run a floating cover. Your call.
War Gods, the siren is closing in. Those spinal beams have Captain Sorensen worried. Do the old man a favor.
Way ahead of you in this tack. Hey, watch the flak pocket between those cruisers, everyone. You might skin your knees, and Principal Sims is all out of iodine.
Principal Sims? Seriously? That's the dumbest.
Oh, bugger me.
Shut up and shoot, Laporte.
What burn ejecting?
Heavy damage. Hull failure imminent.
War Gods, it is tactical. The strike package is on station and our jamming is up. Got about 5 minutes before the Agincourt jumps.
We've been running anti-particles in the Indus for 10 years. Drag the hostiles to our guns and we'll do the rest.
Ladies, gentlemen, represent our target, the proverbial barn door. Try not to miss it.
Tune me this now. When in the last 50 years did the human race start building Orion-sized freighters?
They have a thing for oversized, sensational warships. They're Colossus and all. I guess they never learned from the Galatean Legion.
It's a cold, angry universe out there. Maybe they need big ships to feel safe.
Well, they're not safe as long as we're around. Am I right, War Gods?
I'm right with you, boss. I'm feeling undisciplined, uneducated, and decidedly unsafe.
Speaking of safe, weapons free, pilots. Lorna, I'm taking Beta to banzai their fighters.
Copy, Karen. Cider, Warbird, let's pave away those beams. Laporte, help us out or run a floating cover. Your call.
War Gods, the siren is closing in. Those spinal beams have Captain Sorensen worried. Do the old man a favor.
Way ahead of you in this tack. Hey, watch the flak pocket between those cruisers, everyone. You might skin your knees, and Principal Sims is all out of iodine.
Principal Sims? Seriously? That's the dumbest.
Oh, bugger me.
Shut up and shoot, Laporte.
Threat 6, break!
Bank 1 low.
Threat 6, break!
What the ejecting?
Bank 1 empty. Heavy damage. Hull failure imminent.
War Gods, it is tactical. The strike package is on station and our jamming is up. Got about 5 minutes before the Agincourt jumps.
We've been running anti-particles in the Indus for 10 years. Drag the hostiles to our guns and we'll do the rest.
Ladies, gentlemen, represent our target, the proverbial barn door. Try not to miss it.
Tune me this now. When in the last 50 years did the human race start building Orion-sized freighters?
They have a thing for oversized, sensational warships. They're Colossus and all. I guess they never learned from the Galatean Legion.
It's a cold, angry universe out there. Maybe they need big ships to feel safe.
Well, they're not safe as long as we're around. Am I right, War Gods?
I'm right with you, boss. I'm feeling undisciplined, uneducated, and decidedly unsafe.
Speaking of safe, weapons free, pilots. Lorna, I'm taking Beta to banzai their fighters.
Copy, Karen. Cider, Warbird, let's pave away those beams. Laporte, help us out or run a floating cover. Your call.
War Gods, the siren is closing in. Those spinal beams have Captain Sorensen worried. Do the old man a favor.
Way ahead of you in this tack. Hey, watch the flak pocket between those cruisers, everyone. You might skin your knees, and Principal Sims is all out of iodine.
Principal Sims? Seriously? That's the dumbest.
Shut up and shoot, Laporte.
Oh, bugger me.
2, where the hell are you?
What the ejecting?
Heavy damage. 1 low. Hull failure imminent.
War Gods, Indus Tactical. The strike package is on station and our jamming is up. Got about 5 minutes before the Agincourt jumps.
We've been running anti-frontages with the Indus for 10 years. Drag the hostiles to our guns and we'll do the rest.
Ladies, gentlemen, represent our target, the proverbial barn door. Try not to miss it.
Tune me this now. When in the last 50 years did the human race start building Orion-sized freighters?
They have a thing for oversized, sensational warships. They're Colossus and all. I guess they never learned from the Galatean Legion.
It's a cold, angry universe out there. Maybe they need big ships to feel safe.
Well, they're not safe as long as we're around. Am I right, War Gods?
I'm right with you, boss. I'm feeling undisciplined, uneducated, excited.
Speaking of safe, weapons free, pilots. Lorna, I'm taking Beta to banzai their fighters.
Copy, Karen. Cider, Warbird, let's pave away those beams. Laporte, help us out or run a floating cover. Your call.
War Gods, the siren is closing in. Those spinal beams have Captain Sorensen worried. Do the old man a favor.
Way ahead of you in this tack. Hey, watch the flak pocket between those cruisers, everyone. You might skin your knees, and Principal Sims is all out of iodine.
Principal Sims? Seriously? That's the dumbest.
Shut up and shoot, Laporte.
Don't bugger me.
Well done, pilots. The siren is defanged. Proceeding with planned engagement.
Cruisers, siren actual. I've lost main beams, and I'm rigging to engage with guns. Complete your volleys and move to screening formation.
Warbird ejecting.
Subsystems crippled. I need repairs.
Bank 1 empty.
Hey, where the hell are you?
Registering reactor containment failure aboard the Alyssa. Scratch 1 Hyperion.
Heavy damage.
Taking some heavy fire. Step up your efforts, pilots. The War Gods can do better than us.
Libra wing down. That should disrupt the Tev Battlenet.
Captain, clear up mine. My ship is first. I know you can do better than this, War Gods.
Taurus wing splashed. It's 4 less nicks to worry about.
I copy, pilot. Support ship in transit.
Bank 2 low. Hull failure imminent.
The Agincourt is preparing to jump. Destroy that engine subsystem, pilots, or our target is going to slip away. Siren Corvette destroyed. May her crew find peace.
Damn, did you see that? It was a very...
And that's it for the escort. Bravo Zulu, War Gods. We just cleaned house with a frontline tactical unit.
Looks around the Agincourt's engine manifolds, pilots. That ship jumps, we've wasted our chance. GTL Agincourt, your escorts have been destroyed and your engines are in failsafe shutdown. Stand down, or we'll open you to space.
This is Captain Sabrine. In order to preserve the lives of my crew, and in accordance with General Order 18, I hereby surrender my vessel to the custody of the United Earth Federation.
Agincourt, I'm reading activity in your logistics base. Be warned that if you make any attempt to destroy your own supplies or equipment, our Marines will kill you and your crew.
And we really don't want to do that, Captain Sabrine. War crimes really perturb my intercom, you know what I mean? This is serious Zen shit you're endangering here.
Very well. For the record, I want it known that my decision to abandon cargo destruction protocols was made in order to preserve my crew.
Now that's some real dedication there, Sabrine. But don't worry, Yukoita. You'll be able to spend the rest of the war preserving your crew in a Solus Lacus camp.
We're signaling the Glore with precise coordinates. Marines will be on station in less than a minute.
What do you think, Captain Sims? We're doing alright so far. I think we might just pull this off.
How very earnest of you, Laporte. But yeah, assuming a hunter-killer group doesn't pop in to rearm and rearmor, this might not be a bloodbath. And that's as optimistic as I'll get, so don't push it.
This is the Glore. We're now moving to breach the Agincourt. Fire teams Alpha and Bravo stand by to make entry. Check your armor, everyone.
Be careful, Glore. Remember what happened to the Juniper during the Kubara boarding. Keep your security partitions ready in case someone tosses a pocket nuke in.
No need to mother hen us, Captain Kimmerton. We've got it. Alpha, Bravo, ROE is weapons tight. Any negligent discharge with that 15 million, you can hold something critical.
Someone on the Agincourt is making trouble. I'm picking up activity in the launch bay. Heads up, enemy fighters!
They're just a distraction. The other fighter bay is launching a state from Mars. They're gonna jump here.
Hostile contact, heads up!
Before take out those one, War Gods, splash those fighters.
Yes, sir. Massacring the state pods.
Clean kills on all 3 bandits. Slippery little creatures.
Bank 1 low.
those things were unmanned and not full of panicked deckhands.
Good job handling that snag, War Gods. We're in position. Agincourt airlock is handshaking and opening. Cobra drones go. In and clear. Thermal clear. GTDS clear. Okay, entrance is clear. Go, go, go!
Lift clear. Alpha 6, we're in, following the Cobras. Check your corners, people. Watch that companionway, sir.
Bravo 6 moving towards the CIC. No sign of resistance. Check and move, people. I want Cobras under that hatch and a wall flood on the compartment.
Glor, Alpha 6. We have the Agincourt's Marine Detachment in peaceful custody. We've secured their magazines and the armory, including some intact Komodo suits.
Alright, Marines, we're putting the capture team aboard. Secure CIC, damage control, nav and engineering. Indus control, the Agincourt is ours. Repeat, we have control of the Agincourt.
Good work, everyone. That was well handled, and those Tevs gave us a good fight. I'm officially proud of you all.
We've got some bad news, pilots. The Agincourt's subspace drive was either damaged during the attack or sabotaged during the boarding. Without a new motivator, this ship is going nowhere.
Request mission update, Indus. If we can't jump the Agincourt out by its next scheduled check-in, we're going to be overwhelmed by Tev reinforcements.
Negative, pilots. We have a contingency for this event. There's a local gate to Mars less than 6 days sublight travel from here. We'll conduct repairs with onboard supplies and bring the Agincourt out on fusion drives.
Hey, 6 days without jump 5s or raids. Finally stumble on the secret formula to earning some leave in 2 Fleet.
That's exactly right, Olafumi. They give you a week for every logistics ship you bring in and a bonus week for the Atreus. Hit the deck, pilots. I won't rest easy until we've got this sucker locked down in Mars orbit, so let's get moving.
I hear they gave us leave for good looks.
With Olafumi around, it's no wonder the Yangtze never gets a break.
Next time Ogre's got a Tev on his 6, I think I'll just let things take their course. It's better for all of us.
Jealousy is such an ugly emotion.
All right, War Gods, take a seat. I have some bad news. We're out of the war for 6 days. Due to engine damage sustained during the assault, we are moving the Agincourt to a nearby intrasystem gate via fusion drive. Because we can't give away our position to the Tevs, there will be no subspace traffic in or out of our position. That means no reinforcements, no jumps home, and absolute comms silence. The GTVA is hunting for the Agincourt. We've detected Aurora scouts making hops throughout the area. Fortunately, it appears we've moved the Agincourt far enough from its scheduled coordinates that the Tevs are having trouble finding it. Space is huge and very empty. Better yet, Admiral Calder has deployed 3 escorted ECM decoy ships to further confuse the matter. Now, for the good news. That was an excellent mission, War Gods. We successfully coordinated gunship fire, interception, and precision strikes and achieved a difficult and strategically critical objective. I'm very proud of every one of you. The Indus and Yangtze took damage during the assault. They'll be escorting the Agincourt out, performing active armor repairs via polymer injection and doing systems and turret run-ups. The Agincourt is fully under the control of our Marines, and I've convinced a contact to liberate some of the Agincourt's stocks for us. We'll have fresh water, mattresses instead of pallets, and lots of entertainment during the next few quiet days. I'll draw up a patrol schedule, but my goal is to get all of you rested and ready for what's to come.